What's going on YouTube? Chris here. I want to bring you all an update today of Litecoin. Right now we're sitting at $70.61. We're down 6.5% right now. And I had about 7 things that I wanted to point out and really pay attention to and zoom into today, because I think they're important and I think they can really help us look at the trend and where we're at in the trend right now, and if this is going to continue to the upside. And there's some key areas that we're really going to need to hold here for us to be able to continue to make the moves to the upside and have this uptrend continue. So that's what we're going to get into today, guys. If you get some from these videos, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Let me know down below, what are you doing? Are you in a Litecoin position? Are you still looking for a Litecoin position? Are you looking for a pullback, into this 200-day moving average and a potential bounce off that area? Is that something you're looking for? Or are you in a position right now riding it, or are you just out? So let me know down below and I'll try to get back to you in the next day or two. So what we're looking at here for Litecoin, first of all, I want to talk about the long-term support of $63.82. And this is the yellow line that we have right here. And what you can see is it's been an area of support multiple times for support and resistance. It's flipped. This last time when we were here, this was early 2019, when we had just a massive pump. We went from about $59 all the way up to $100 in the matter of 2 or 3 days. That's how explosive this market is, guys, and that's the beauty of swing trading it. But you can see the retracement and the breath that this market had to take after that, and we came all the way back down to that area. We've hit it over here, we've had resistance over here, we broke through it. I would expect that to become support if we're going to continue this uptrend that we're in. That's something I'm going to look at and I believe is important. Also, we don't want to be dropping down below this 50 moving average and this 200. We've finally gotten back up above those. We've been trading up above them for almost a month, and that's important. And we've also had our golden cross, which shows the momentum is still up. These things are important. Just like when we had the golden cross back here, we were around $44 when that took place, and we ran another $100 after that. Then you can see to the downside when we crossed and we had the death cross. Look how far we ran to the downside. So what we're looking at now is some type of cooling down period. Could we get down to $63? Absolutely. $60 down to that 200-day moving average and test that area? Absolutely. This market is explosive to the upside and it's explosive to the downside. Huge pumps, huge retracements, and we just have to deal with it. That's the name of the game here. But there's some things that we're looking for to find support, and I believe what's important is that 50-day moving average, and we're sitting on top of the 40 moving average right now, but that 50-day moving average and that 200 as well as this 63.82. So we have a lot of support here. This is an area, if we drop down there, we should find some support if this trend is going to continue. Now, something on the bearish side that we're looking at here, we're going to have to wait for the candle close today. This is all on the 1-day time frame. You can see we had our trend line in here. We're starting to break down through this trend line. So we're going to have to see where we close today, if this is just going to wick down and we close back up here and we keep grinding up this trend line, or if this is going to be a true trend line break and we're going to start testing some of these lower areas. As you can see up here, it was almost like a double top. We pushed up, we came down, we tried again. So it wasn't even a double top because we didn't make it all the way up. We showed it was even weaker because we couldn't even go back up there and test that. So it means we needed some more time to cool down, and we may even need a little bit more of a retracement. And also, all this depends on what Bitcoin's going to do. Everybody needs to realize that. Always do your technical analysis on Bitcoin first and then go into Litecoin. But when you're looking at this, these trends typically run about 6 months, 6 months to a year once they start out. We hit an inverse head and shoulders over here in the beginning of 2019. This ran about 6 months in a bullish uptrend, and then we had about 6 months of a bearish downtrend, and now we've been roughly at about 2 months for an uptrend. So is this just going to be an area like over here where we've really pumped and then look how much we lost? We consolidated sideways, then we had the next pump up, and then we consolidated, and then we pumped up again, and that's just how it is. I mean, look at these retracements here. This retracement was basically the entire length of that move to the upside, and that's where I've tried to talk to people before and say, when you see something go straight up, a lot of times you want to take your profits because it's going to be coming at least halfway back down, or even deeper in this space. We can get to that 0.618 very easily. So the next thing I wanted to look at was our Fibonacci levels. So we're going to do our fib in 2 different ways. So we're going to go from our top here to our bottom, and what you'll notice is we came up and we almost tested that 0.5, and that's a common area. So we made it through the 0.382, and we were trying to go up to test that 0.5, and we didn't make it. But a lot of the times you'll even go up and you'll test the 0.618. So that's going to be an area I'm still going to look at if we make a strong move to the upside, and that's going to be up around psychologically that $100 level. So that's going to be important there. Next one, I wanted to fib it from the other direction for us, and we're going to look at this move that we've been in for about the last 2 months. So we're going to go from our swing low to our swing high, and right now we are sitting pretty close to that 0.382, which is a common retracement level. Could we go down to the 0.5? That's at $60. That's another hot spot there we'd want to look at. So we really haven't even fully retraced as much as we typically do. So that's something that we're going to have to watch. But we need more volume, and we need this trend to continue to the upside. We need to hold that 50 moving average. So really watch that on your charts. Watch the 200 moving average on your charts. Pay attention to the trend line that I have drawn here, and also that $63.82. Set some alarms and alerts in those areas, and I think that can really help you, and then make your decision. So that's what I want to point out to you all. If you get something from this, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Just be calm. You know, we're still in an uptrend. The trend is up. We're above the 50. We're above the 200, and I want to see what we do with them. And I also want to see what we do today with that trend line, where we're going to close. So just be careful. That's all I'm saying. God bless. Take care.